In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the fastest and easiest way to track conversions in your Google Ads account if you are using Shopify. This method requires zero coding and is only a few clicks to get set up, but has huge results if you are running ads inside of Google. Now, let me show you what I mean when I say track conversions inside of your Google Ads account in case you are wondering. So if we come here to a Google Ads account, all of these campaigns are blurred out here, but you can see I have the data per each campaign, and you can see we have the total conversions from each campaign, and each one of these conversions equals a sale, somebody who bought something from the store. And then you can see how much it cost in order to get that sale. And then you can see here we have what's called the conversion value over cost, which is basically the return on ad spend. If you've heard of that before. So on this particular campaign, for every dollar we're spending, we're getting $5.52 back in revenue. And so you can see we spent a total of $71,000 on this campaign, and it has generated $396,000 in revenue. And you can see this one, it gets a little bit higher of a return on ad spend or conversion value over cost. It is a branded campaign, so it makes sense, but you can break down the numbers by each campaign. So if you had a campaign or a keyword or something that was getting a lower return on ad spend, then you can pause that and make optimizations on those. Also, this helps inform the bidding strategies for Google when you are running shopping campaigns and different things like that. So it's very important. If you're going to run Google ads at all, you want to make sure that you have conversion tracking set up. So I'm going to show you the very easy way to get this set up inside of Shopify. So the first thing we're going to do is come over here to Shopify. And it is important to note before you begin this process, you will want to have admin access to your Shopify store and admin access to your Google Ads store as well. Just a quick little note there. So once you are inside of Shopify, what you'll want to do is just come over here to the search bar. And how I like to do this is just go to like the App Store, just type in App Store, and then it will take you to the Shopify App Store. You click on that, it will take you to a view that looks like this. And then from here, you are going to want to search for the Google and YouTube. And what's great about this is actually developed by Google and Shopify. It's going to ask you what store to put that in. We'll have it blurred out, but you want to make sure you're in the correct store here, and then you can hit install on this app. Once you install it, you're going to see it kind of pop up in your Shopify feed over here. What I like to do is once it's inside of there, I like to click pin this to my navigation. So it's in this left-hand side. So we want to be inside of the Google and YouTube app. Once you're inside of here, you want to click on reconnect Google app. I've already done this before. That's why it says reconnect. It may say like start now or something like that, but hit connect here. And it's going to ask you to log into your Gmail account that has access to your Google Ads account. So that's where it's important. Make sure that has admin access to that account. We're going to click on the one there, sign into this account real quick. And then as soon as we sign in, it's going to drop us into a view that looks like this. Inside of here, it's going to ask for a couple different things. Now with this channel app, you can actually set up Google Ads conversion tracking. You can set up your Google Analytics for conversion tracking, and you can set up your merchant center directly with the Google and YouTube channel app, which is really nice. In this video, we're only gonna be talking about Google Ads, but I have videos down below in the description if you want to learn how to do the Google Analytics 4 and the merchant setup. So what we're gonna do is click here, get started to add, just want to add conversions to your Google Ads account. We're gonna click on that. And then all it is we've already have our account connected here. Now I have access to lots of different Google Ads accounts. These are blurred out here. So you want to make sure you scroll down to the one that you want to give access to. You may only have access to one depending on how many Google Ads accounts you have basically. Then we can find that and then hit connect. And then what this is going to do is it is then going to create a conversion action inside of Google Ads for us. Now, if you wanted to come back over here and click complete setup, you could then go through the rest of the process and finish setting up your product listing for Merchant Center and your conversion tracking for Google Analytics 4. Like I said, I covered that in the other video. You're probably here just for the Google Ads conversion tracking. Once this is done, then you want to come to the Google Ads account ID that you have, come back over to this account. And then inside of that account, you want to come over here to the goals and then click on the summary here. And you're going to notice now you have a couple of different conversion actions that Google is going to put inside of your account. So I'm going to move myself up here. You can see the main one that you're looking for is this one right here, Google Shopping App Purchase. And you can see right now it is set to a primary. The reason why it's important that that is set to a primary is because that is what will be used for your Google Ads auction bidding insights. So you can see right now the main one, the purchase, is a primary, and all these other ones will be added as a secondary. So not only will you collect the data on what is a purchase, but you'll also be able to see how many add to carts you get. And then you can see begin checkout. And then also as you scroll down, there's a couple others that it adds inside of here, including like search the app and Google Shopping App view item. So very helpful to have all these. I recommend keeping the default as it is, where all these other ones are secondary. And then the one that you have here for Google Shopping App is the primary purchase. If you did want to change that for whatever reason, you could come over here and you can change some of the settings. Although, as I mentioned, I recommend if you are newer to Google Ads, I would just recommend keeping this the default. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can come in and change these, but you can come over here to the edit settings. Inside of here, you can change the name if you want to, but I recommend just keeping it as it is. And then here is where you can change this to a secondary. If you change this to a secondary, then Google will not use that data to inform its bidding algorithm. But that at the end of the day, that's what you want, is you want to feed the data back to Google on who's purchasing your product, so they can go and find more people who are likely to purchase your product. But you could change that to a secondary there, keep it as a primary. Other things that you can change is the value here, but you want to keep this different for each value. So it's pulling in the dynamic value. If somebody purchases a shirt for $10, then that value gets put in as $10. If somebody purchases a pair of shoes for $21, then that value gets put in as $21 there. You want to keep that as it is. And then the source website, you want to count every conversion because this is an e-commerce store. And then here you can change the click-through windows as you need. Generally, I just keep this at 30 days. It's very rare that I change these for an e-commerce store, the conversion windows on either of these right here on the engage window or the view through. And then we want to make sure that the attribution, it should already be on data driven, but if for whatever reason it isn't, make sure that's changed over there. And then you can hit save and done here. And congratulations, you are now tracking purchases inside of your Google Ads account from Shopify. If you wanted to learn how to track purchases in your Google Analytics 4 account, I recommend checking out this video right here. And if you also wanted to learn how to sync up your products from Shopify and Google Merchant Center, be sure to subscribe because I'll have a video coming out with that soon, and we'll see you in the next one.